come in Texas and I go back saying y'all.
Oh yeah,
All y'all.
I'm going to say, yeah.
Cool
All
word.
y'all.
But y'all forgot to turn up the heat in Texas. So my name is Chris Grant, and I am with a company called REProphet. There are some sheets on your desk. So before I do that, my gratitude to your leadership, Diane and Melanie and David and now Blake, man, you guys have some of the best leadership in the country.
For sure.
Please don't take that for granted. You guys, this is like coming to the Grand Ole Opry for me. It's like, you know, I've been to market centers all over the country, and this is the Mecca. This is where it all started. And, you know, congratulations to Dallas and his team for being here. And there's something about that, is that top producing team, and they're still in bold.
Oh yeah.
And the whole team's here, and the amazing numbers. And to you, man, I'm so grateful for you, David, for so many reasons as a bold coach and helping people to think bigger. So
Love it.
thanks. So I am a 7-time bold graduate as well.
Yeah.
I have the band. I got the KW Sox. I believe Keller Williams. Okay, so
Hilarious.
here's what I want to do is I want to talk to you about a company we call REProphet, which was literally born out of pain by our top KWMA agent, Matt Miale, and our OP, Matt Erdman. Now, from 2014 to 2017, I was the team leader of that market center in Hartford, Connecticut, where we grew from about 200 agents to about 400 agents. So I had the opportunity to talk to lots of great agents like you, and I also had the opportunity to talk to them around some of their struggles and challenges, which most of that was around financial, okay? So before we get started, I want to just ask you guys the question. There's a bold law. The purpose of a business is to what? It's on the wall, by the way, somewhere.
Fun with the perfect life.
Okay, so fun, key word. In order for it to fund the perfect life, what does your business need to be financially? Profitable. Great, you passed. So if we understand that, just a quick question. Bold is like Vegas. What happens in bold stays in bold. How many of you have a budget and a profit and loss you look at least every 30 days? Show of hands. So 5 or 6. So in a room about 50, that's about 3% of you. And typically that says that 97% of us are not tracking the thing in the finances that we just agreed is the most important. That's our financials and our profitability. Now, if I was to ask that question of the top 0.2% of the agents in this industry, how many people raise their hand? Every single one. We get that answer every time. So no judgment of this. Is if we understand it, we know the best do it, why don't we? Just quick answers. This is just for before we get
Takes
into
time.
Takes time. What else? Discipline.
You don't want to know.
Don't want to know. All great answers. So, and that's typically what we hear. So back in 2014, we were at our ALC, our New England region ALC clinic. We had about 450 of the top agents in our region there. And Holly, the iconic Holly Prescott, was presenting at that ALC clinic. So we had 11 ALC candidates at that table. And Holly was hammering on profitability, saying, man, you guys are all awesome, you got bold, everybody gets into production, but we have a real issue with profitability in this industry as part of our culture. And so she shared a story of an agent that had gone across stage, got a medal at family reunion, came off stage and was bawling, thought it was tears of joy, but it was actually tears of pain, because that agent shared that they felt like a fraud, that they got these awards and had no money. 84% of the top 1% of the agents in this industry are flat broke. Think about that. They're flat broke because they don't pay attention to that thing. And so that's when Matt Miale, our co-founder of REProphet, shared with the rest of our table. He said, man, 2 years ago, that was me. I went across stage, I got the medal. He goes, I was the #1 agent in my marketplace. People are high-fiving me. I made $330,000 that year, and I was broke. My wife said, where's the flipping money? Okay? And how many of you can relate? And so what happened is, one by one, the rest of those 10 other ALC candidates, none making less than $200,000 a year, all started sharing stories. Behind on mortgage payments, behind on car payments, financial hardships. And that's when Matt Miale looked at Matt Erdman and said, if we're going to do one thing, we need to fix that, and we need to fix it fast. So they went to work over the next year and a half, 1 day a week in our conference room for 3 hours a day. People were like wondering what they're doing, and they were working on a solution, and that solution was REProphet. So very simply, REProphet is an automated bookkeeping web-based platform that connects all of your accounts and your credit cards that you currently use to run your business. It pulls in all your transaction data through a secure connection and then automatically categorizes it into a profit and loss based on the MRA chart of accounts. Okay? Now with a click of a button, you choose your production, and in just 2 more clicks, you're gonna have a custom budget based on the MRA budget model. So when they're asking you the questions, who's read the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book? There's a lot of valuable information in that book. And so now that you have your profit and loss budget, it's gonna show you what you're actually spending, what your income is, what your expenses are right next to the budget, so you can see what you're doing versus what you should be doing based on the budget models. And so the other thing that it's gonna do is red light, green light. So when you're off budget in a certain area, it's going to show you that and bring awareness to this. You can make adjustments and increase your bottom line. It's gonna track your estimated tax liability. So on your estimated tax liability, your net profit, it's gonna track all the money that you're pulling out of your business for personal spending. And then this is the part it's gonna tell you when your spending has exceeded your taxable income. How many people get into trouble with this one thing? At a rapid rate, as we forget about the legalized mob, the IRS. They need to get paid, and they'll get angry if you don't pay them. And yet in this industry, we do that. Our favorite part of the system is where REProphet can actually increase your lead flow, your production, and your profitability through the ROI report. And what that does is going to track every dollar that you're spending on lead gen and marketing. It's going to show you what you spent, what you've made, and what your ROI is. Now, it's going to show you what's working, what's not, so you know what to keep, what to cut, and how to increase that profitability return again. And so we have about 2,500 agents on the system right now. We had a recent story of an agent that was investing in 2 different online sources, about $500 a piece. One was giving them a 48% return, the other was a 936% return. When you shared that story today, that made me think of that. He was now able to reallocate that money to get a much higher return. Is that not valuable information, right? So before I wrap up, I want to help you to understand that REProphet is an investment, not an expense, because it's both going to save you and make you money. Number 1, bold law, what we focus on expands. So now that your books are organized and you're looking at them on a regular basis, you're going to see opportunities that you would otherwise miss. Number 2, when you deliver that organized stuff to your accountant, number 1, they love on you, but number 2, you're going to spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars less on tax prep, okay? So while the other agent is delivering a pile of shoeboxes of receipts and tax data, and they're all jacked up on Tylenol, Tito's, and Tums, you push a button, deliver that stuff to your accountant, and you go back to lead generation and servicing your clients. And number 3, with the average sales price in the US, 1 extra transaction from using the ROI data will pay for REProphet for the next 14 and a half years. This, if you use this, there's no way it's going to cost you money. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to give you guys something, because I'm a great salesperson, like you're a great salesperson. When you come see me and get signed up for either the commitment to profitability or the profit assist, we're going to get you onboarded with a 30-minute call. We're going to connect your accounts, and then we're going to bring all your data in back, listen to this, back to January 1st. If you've not done your books yet, this is a great opportunity. It's essentially at no cost. It's $25 to do that. And then they're going to set up that call with you. They're going to give you a tutorial on the system. When you choose to continue to use it after that trial's over, it's less than $1 a day. It's $350. If that's a challenge, come see me. We'll talk about a monthly pricing plan. Now, you're in the room. You know this is valuable. You know you need it. You're just not going to look at it even if it's 10 minutes a day or less, or a week. I'm sorry. If that's you, we have Profit Assist, which is like having an MCA in your business. You're going to have a dedicated account specialist that keeps your books up to date all year long. That's $795, okay? Basically, she's gonna set up a 15-minute call with you every week, okay? Ask you any questions she has in order to do that, and then answer any questions you have to do. All you literally have to do is answer the phone, right? We said that, answer the phone. Okay, now, because you're in bold, for the, you see there's about, what do we say, 50 in the room. When 10 of you come see me and get signed up for that commitment to profitability, we're gonna put all of your information in the hat, and we're going to give away a $400 bold reimbursement scholarship. So somebody's getting that, you know, their bold half paid for or REProphet for a year. So we want to commit with you guys to run your business like a business. So grateful to be in the room with you guys all the way from cold Hartford, Connecticut to cold Texas. And if you do what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you've always gotten. So appreciate you guys. I'm super, super grateful. If you have any questions, I'll be back here learning from the great David Long. Enjoy your Chick-fil-A.
Thank you. All right, here's what we're going to do.